Yeah.
2 for the price of 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
Gentleman and a scholar. Tim Lewis.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chicks generally have 2 tits, so 2 for the price of 1.
Oh my God.
Gentleman and a scholar right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toon Talk, your number 1 beer league podcast in Flint, Michigan, brought to you by the Gooney Tunes. Today's hosts, Garrett, Tim, Tyler, and Connor. Take it away, boys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Toon Talk, episode 56. Happy birthday, Tim.
Happy birthday, Tim.
Happy birthday boy. I don't know if last week or this next week is going to be your birthday boy bump, but I mean, it was probably last week now that I'm thinking about it.
I've always said I was a second half guy.
Yeah.
So
All you needed was the right center.
Yeah, little tease. And I did say pencil me in for 2 points our first playoff game. So
you're on your way. You're on your way looking that way.
I made that big dick guarantee.
Yeah, something like that. I have on my intro rundown, I have happy birthday, Tim, and then I have discuss Garrett's trip to LA, but he's not fucking here because
he's still in LA.
He can't be bothered to come hang out. We're recording on Wednesday night instead of Tuesday night, so I'm gonna be up all night editing and stuff because it's Tim's birthday, so he was doing stuff last night, I assume, and then Garrett was like, "Yeah, I'll be able to make Wednesday too," and here we are. Nothing.
If that's not classic Garrett, then I don't know what is.
I'll tell you what, I'm getting real sick of his shit. So we can't talk about him going to LA. We can't talk about him watching the Kings lose to the Wild with Wyatt Russell. It's just a shitty.
I do got a little tease for us.
What you got? Oh, this motherfucker! You couldn't even wait till the recaps. I'm literally gonna pull up the screen right now. You couldn't wait the 10 seconds it's gonna take.
Classic Tim.
Oh my God, unbelievable. But yeah, I think a couple pretty solid games, all things considered. I guess we'll do B1 first. Good win. We tried to give it away a little bit, but we were able to kind of right the ship, pop in a couple, whatchamacallem. Why can't I think of the word for the goals that we scored? Insurance goals. Nailed it. My brain's not working well tonight. My brain's not working tonight. I can already tell it's gonna be a long fucking show.
Easy there, Bob the Builder.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, solid game all around. They only had 8 guys, but I don't know. I think we took it to them pretty good.
Not your fault.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't play. You can only play what's on the other bench. I don't know much. I don't have much else to say. Knack with a hat trick. Jumped ahead in total points for the year, which is good going into playoffs. So it'll make things interesting as far as we'll get to a little tease in a minute as far as the postseason awards go. He won the Sir Duke of Goonington, first time in a couple weeks. I think we've given it out, and then. Right or no? Oh no, because it was we had 2 weeks off.
We had a bye.
We had the week off. That's why it felt like it was so long. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have it here, and so I will be donning this beautiful bucket for the remainder of the. I don't think I'm gonna wear it all show, but we'll say for the remainder of the recap or whatever. Yeah, gonna be putting on the plug bucket because I beefed it. On the boards, it was bad. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'm able to hear you guys. My fucking voice is echoing on this goddamn. This is horrible. Fucking hell.
It looks good on you though.
Can't see anything. All right. Look like an absolute goon. But yeah, got the plug bucket. Yeah, first time. This felt pretty deserved. I'll be honest. The beef I had, I watched it back and I was like, that was pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah, the snipers were
Oh.
coming after you pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I said in the locker room after, there was a big ass rut right along the boards, and you know, I'm a good skater. I'm not that good of a skater. So, Ty, you have any? Sorry, what were you gonna say, Tim?
I'd say that classic DC sniper will get you every time.
I know. God damn it, Tim. Ty, you have any thoughts on the game?
You know, it was overall, I'd say it was a pretty solid game. Definitely not our best game. I wish we had a little bit better of a tune-up going into playoffs, but is what it is. We'll take the win. A little sloppy like we talked about, but I was able to battle back and get those couple insurance goals late and kind of set the tone going into playoffs. And little tease as we get into the little playoff brackets, we'll actually be playing Dependable again this Sunday in the first round. So little grudge match. We'll see how it goes.
Like it. I will say, I think part of the sloppiness was having the week off. So even though,
Yeah.
you know, I think not having the bye actually might work out pretty well for us as far as going into the
Definitely.
playoffs go. I think having another week off right now, things might be a little sloppy the following Sunday where we can't afford to.
At least for the first period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, hopping over to the B2 game. Let me see, where are my notes on this? Because this was, I mean, decent game overall, I'd say. Brett, shout out goalie Brett, hopping in, stepping up last minute, playing for us. He seems so happy every time he's in the locker room with us. It's hilarious. He's always got a smile on his face, which is really, really good to see. Glad to have him. I don't know. Would you guys want to go into the coaching the coaching decisions that were made this game, or do you want to go into the refs? What do you guys want to talk about first?
Oof.
We can do Gooney grades right now for the refs.
Dude, I didn't even have time to put together a compilation of all the fucking Fs that those guys got in that game.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Were those two of the worst refs I've ever seen? It was just like we'll just talk about the delayed penalty may have been the hardest I've ever laughed on an ice rink. So Bice trips a guy more blatant than Bice has ever tripped a guy in his life. And that's saying a lot because Bice gets a lot of tripping penalties right behind our net. Ref's arm goes right up. We're like, okay. And then they actually controlled the puck for a little bit. Their goalie left their net. They got a 6 skater on, and they probably had the puck for, I would say, 15 or 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, easy.
A couple battles behind the net, and Tucci passed the puck or shot the puck twice behind her. Like it went around, and then he didn't have like full control of it. But I'm sitting on the bench and I go, we touched the puck. We touched it twice. And then the other ref who didn't make the call was like, well, you have to control it. And I was like, dude, it's beer league. We're really going to make that
Right.
distinction, beer league. And he was like, listen, it's not my call. And then we kind of look over, and the ref who had his arm up for the penalty, his arm was down. And Reader goes, wait, why is his arm down? And the other ref who's standing next to the bench goes, I have absolutely no idea. So then the puck like squirts out of our zone. Like they like mishandle it, squirts out. Craig picks the puck up and just starts skating with it. No whistle gets blown.
whistle.
They don't have a goalie. Craig just skates down and at like the blue line shoots the puck in the net for a goal. And we're all like freaking out, like goal. I thought their guys were going to turn as red as their jerseys. They were fuming. And then we talked to the ref, and I overheard the ref talking to Bice, and obviously they didn't, the goal didn't count. They can't give us that goal. But he goes to Bice, he goes, yeah, no, I was going to call you for a penalty, and then I decided not to. But because you guys pulled your goalie and they scored, I had to give it to you. And I was like, what is happening right now? What are we doing?
That is, oh my, if that's not Crystal Fieldhouse wrapped up in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Yeah.
so bad. And then obviously the missed offsides call with like 3 minutes to go.
Bad.
And then 5 seconds later, they score the game winning goal. I mean, that was brutal. And we were talking to the kid that was offside and made the pass was hanging out with us after the games. And he was like, yeah, I stopped playing for a little bit. I was like, just like stick handling the puck. I was like, that was offsides. And then I didn't hear a whistle, and he passed it across the blue line, and their guy shot it and it like fluttered and deflected off of 2 guys and went in. And I was like, oh my God, dude.
If it was close, it's 50-50.
No, 100%.
If they're close, they're always 50-50.
No, he lost the puck at the blue line, skated over the blue line, and then reached back over the blue line and grabbed the puck and brought it in. And we were just like, what is happening right now?
Terrible.
And then with about 40 seconds to go in the game, I was coming down, toe dragged their defenseman, had the goalie beat, and just lost the puck with a wide open net. And so, for the first time ever, one player for both teams in the same night. Listen, it's only fitting. I have a water bottle here. It's only fitting it was me. But yeah, Plug Bucket and Gong Gauntlet in the same night is a little rough. I'll be honest with you guys. I had a long, hard look in the mirror when I got home after our games.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it was rough.
But those pictures that we took of you afterwards, they're stellar quality.
That was like I don't.
Can you drop one of those in here right now?
I don't fucking Christ. Yeah, I'll throw one in here.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. Let me make a note of this so I don't forget to embarrass myself in front of. Not that I haven't done that already.
Yeah.
Hold on.
First time.
B2 recap. Dumb picture. I'm just gonna write that down
That should jog your memory.
for
Yeah.
sure.
100%. He knows exactly which one we're talking about.
Are they in? There's ones in the bench app, right? That's where the.
Yeah, that's where they're at.
That'll work. Oops, sorry. All right, boys. Anything else we got from this game? Any other thoughts? So we're
Just
also playing Mercino again next week in the first round of the playoffs. So both teams that we played this past
Wow.
week were playing in the first round of the playoffs. So nothing unfamiliar.
yeah,
things should
just
be
gotta
interesting.
say, Garrett put in the bench app. I was in charge. I made a few coaching changes, and
Thank you, Tim. I did. I meant to talk about that. So obviously, score sheet. Eric with a goal and an assist, his first goal and his second assist of the year, playing center on our third line with Tim and Poon Patty. I mean, I hate to say it, but you boys were buzzing out there, Timmy. You
yeah,
guys had a couple other chances that you didn't quite capitalize on, but you were by far our best line for, I would say, if not half the game, to maybe 2/3 of the game, at least 2 of the 3 periods.
and kind of looking at the point totals, I'm sitting 7th, one behind Tom.
So I was gonna say, Timmy top 6 watch. You are currently tied for 7th with Grappin, 1 point behind Tom, 3 points behind JB.
You pencil
Wow,
me in
wow,
for
wow.
that 2 points. Although we got Tommy Heater. The
I was
past
you're
couple
following
games.
you're chasing maybe the hottest guy on the team.
Maybe
Honestly,
the
yeah.
hottest guy in the league.
Yeah, true. 3 goals in his last 2 games. Yeah. Tommy Stories has been absolutely buzzing the last couple weeks. Ever since St. Ignace.
Yeah. Although I will say we do got to watch out though. If for whatever reason we end up playing CNS in the playoffs, if Poon Patty's on that, if he's gonna play for CNS, we're in trouble.
has he played enough games to be rostered for CNS?
I don't know, but if he's playing
gotta be
CNS,
close.
we're
Dude,
roster
it's
checking him.
crazy how good he is when he plays for CNS. He has like a goal a game for CNS.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
And his one Sunday he sent it to me was a nice little tip.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this is just kind of going back to a theme I think we've been seeing all year where certain guys on the Gooney Tunes are not being utilized to their best capabilities. And Tim, I know you've probably been seeing this on the forums. Ty, I don't know how regularly you check the forums, but the forums are a buzz right now with,
Yeah.
is there a coaching change maybe needed for the Gooney Tunes?
Whoa, I missed that for him.
I mean, we've got a guy who's been forced on defense all year. And he's been saying all year, I should be playing forward. I'm better at forward. Put me at forward. I'll
Yep.
produce. He's been saying it all year. The coach has not been listening to him. And then finally, there was a week, the coach is away. He's in LA. And the assistant coach steps up, moves him up. Boom. Goal and assist.
I've been saying nothing but good things about Eric all year. So
I'm exactly, Tim. And it's the fourth guy on the fourth host of this show who's stubborn, bullheaded, arrogant, egotistical. He
can't be bothered to be here.
Can't be bothered to be here. He's all about the me and team. Wants to get those points for himself. Isn't willing to sacrifice what's best for the team. And I mean, this is kind of the results we get. I mean, we'll take a look at the standings for the season in a little bit, but I think we had a couple chances to win a couple games that were close that we lost. And I don't know, maybe a goal from Eric or an assist from Eric, if you've been on forward, makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, we can't all score 3 goals in a 5-goal blowout like Garrett can to pad his stat. So I mean, listen, I don't know. I'm listen, and again, that's not me saying this, and it's not Tim, and it's not Ty. We're just reading the forums. The forums are that's all they're talking about.
I've been a big Eric guy all year, so
big Eric guy. So I did a little stat check for you guys. So Eric has played 1 game at forward this year. I have played 1 game at forward this year. Garrett has played, I want to say 20 games at forward this year. Eric has the highest points per game as a forward of all 3 Fridlands.
Wow.
Garrett has 1 point per game as a forward. I have 1 point per game as a forward. Eric is at 2 points per game as a forward. So, I mean, listen, sometimes you got to make a change.
Numbers don't lie.
That's right. Numbers don't lie. They don't. So
I'm curious on the forums, what's the rumor mill saying? Who's the general's replacement?
You mean who's moving back to defense?
No, the general.
Oh, the general. There was no real talk about who should replace him. It was more just get rid of him. That was the general consensus. Yeah. Listen, I'll be honest with you. The forums don't really think that far in ahead. They're a little bit of a mob mentality. They just see blood and they want to go in for the kill. So they're just tired of the results. They don't have really an answer or a solution to the problem.
I will say there has been rumblings. I mean, what'd we go on, like a 7-game losing streak around Christmas time?
I think it was 6 or 7. Yep,
something like that. They were calling for the coach's head, the GM's head. It's so.
Well, no, listen, I don't mind the GM. The GM has made a couple of fairly good moves in the past. I will say he's gotten a little stale recently, but the addition of Ian this year was a good off-season pickup. Nothing wrong with that. They're just worried about the coach. They're worried about the coaching decisions, the actual X's and O's, the lines, that kind of stuff. I think that's what they're more worried about than anything. Which, listen, I understand. I mean, if you're gonna fire, usually the first person to go on a team is the coach. They're the most disposable.
That is true.
So, listen, it's like I said. Sometimes the forums are crazy, but most times, like this time, I don't think they're that wrong. Not that far off. Nope. And it's a real shame that Garrett can't be here to defend himself. He's a punk ass bitch. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Anything else?
Yeah. The back of my leg's finally starting to feel better after taking a JB clapper at the end of the game.
Ooh, that was you that took that?
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. I will say at least it was in the leg. I almost hit Craigie in the chiclets.
That is true.
I felt so bad because I had time at the point, and I had like an opening in the top corner, and as soon as I shot it, Craigie and one of their defensemen like slid over right where I was shooting it, and it was going, and thankfully it just hit Craig in the chest, I think, and it didn't get him any higher than that. But I apologized like 5 times. I was like, "Fuck, Craig, my bad, dude." So, yeah.
Craigie Cruz.
Yeah.
He's cruising out of the way.
Tim, it's like I told you last Monday. Get the fuck out of the way. There's no world in which me or JB would want you to tip one of our shots, okay? So just get out of the fucking way and look for a rebound.
So this one's on Tim. This one's on
100%. No, yeah, no. If Tim gets hit by a puck in the front of the net, it's 100% Tim's fault.
There was a mob about 6 or 7 guys.
That is true. I was saying
somebody was getting hit.
Say all I heard.
Wait, was this at the end of the game with our goalie pulled?
Yeah.
Why were you out there, Tim?
Best line.
Goal scorer.
Yeah. Best line. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Hey, Eric and I, we had a 67% of our goals last game.
All right. And Ty and I have 70% of our goals on the season. So there we go. Stats don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. I will say, though, I could tell Tim was in serious pain because, like Tim said, there's a mob of us. I think it was myself, Reader, and 3 of their guys, and Tim was just happened to be on the outside. And all we hear is, "Oh God!" Is it?
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't get any silver shinny points for blocking your own team shots in front of the other
at the end of the game.
Yeah. So, wait, why were you? Did it get you in the back of the leg?
Yeah.
Why were you looking the other way?
I seen him line up for a clapper and I turned.
Oh yeah, that was smart. Yeah, turn around so all the padding's the padding's facing away from the guy shooting.
I made the rookie mistake, just like catching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, you don't turn away when you catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you get taught that when you're like 7.
Yeah.
All right. I'm taking this shit off. We're done with the game recaps. I wore this way longer than I was planning on it. Holy shit.
It looked good though.
Oh. I wouldn't even be able to click my fucking mouse if I had that. Hold on, let me get my hat. Hair's a goddamn disaster. All right.
All right, we're live.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're live.
Oh, look at that picture.
Which one? Oh, I mean, listen. No, well, I mean, sometimes you got to get called out for your shit. What's your excuse? We'll make this quick. I don't know what's going on with Lou, but obviously as long as he's back for the playoffs, I don't really give a shit. Philly, don't know what Phil's excuse was.
I thought his was already planned.
I think, yeah, because I think he told us like he was going to miss the last 2 weeks of the regular season.
Yeah.
So I think that was planned. Do you know what was going on with Grappin, Timmy?
Up north, I think.
Up north. Okay, yeah, because he was in originally, and then he checked out Sunday afternoon. Yep. That's right. Embry's still injured. Johnny, I'm guessing. Oh, Jake was supposed to be on here as well. So yeah, Johnny and Jake, I think we're both working on Sunday. It looks like Johnny's supposed to be in or is checked in for our playoff game. I don't know about Jake though.
Yeah, I think they're both should be there. I'm not sure 100% yet.
And then what was Porter's excuse?
I have no idea. I know he checked out fairly early in the week, but hopefully I know he's checked in for our playoff game this week, so I look forward to having him back.
All right. And then obviously that big fat fucking slob of a man right in the middle there was in LA, and then I don't know, something about a weather delay on his flight. He was supposed to be back and then he wasn't.
Weather delay in sunny LA.
Yeah. You got classic. Snow. You got snow in sunny LA. Really? Okay. All right. Yeah. That was probably why he couldn't be on the pod tonight too, because he was too much snow to come on a podcast. Yeah. No. Listen, I'm not going to spend any more time on him. If he wants to come on and talk about it, we'll see him in a month whenever the fuck he decides to come back.
Yeah.
All right. We got some brackets to look at here, boys. So, obviously 6 teams in each, single elimination. Pretty simple. Same as last year. The B1 bracket, I think we're on the better half of both brackets. I think that kind of goes without saying. We're the 3 seed in B1. We're the 6 seed in B2, which means we avoid the 1 seeds in both leagues until the championship, which I think as far as B1 goes is phenomenal because we've played Misfits 3 times and we are 0-3 against them this year. Whereas we match up really well against Center Road I think we're 3-1 against them. I want to say. So for whatever reason, we kind of have their number. It's like this weird rock, paper, scissors as far as the top three teams of B1 go. Like we always beat Center Road I, Misfits always beats us, and Center Road I always beats Misfits. It's like this weird. Yeah. So should be a good game. Obviously, we played Dependable this past week. They were a little bit short benched, so hopefully they'll come out ready to rock and roll, and it'll be. I mean, I'm not going to look past them. It'll be a good game this week.
Yeah, 100%. After that little scare we had this week, definitely can't look past them. Yep.
1 week at a time.
Jake and John should help too.
Oh, for sure. I will say the only shitty thing about. I mean, obviously it's not shitty about having them in particular, but we're probably looking at 14 or 15 guys. That's just a lot of guys. And it's tough to get into a rhythm when you're playing every third shift. You get maybe 6 or 7 shifts a game when you're doing that. So that's the downside. On the upside, we should be fresh. We should be able to skate our dicks off for a minute, get off, work hard, and just kind of work them that way. We gotta utilize our deep bench as much as we can, which is a crazy thing to say in fucking beer league, but here we are.
Hey, if they got 8 guys again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
tunes.
Just skate hard and then rip it up. B2, kind of similar. We get to avoid Scott's Barber, which I think is the team everyone is dreading to face. I think when they are at their best, and I don't think anybody in B2 can really stand up against them. But we don't got to worry about that for at least a couple weeks. Mercino this week, obviously close game with them this past week. For sure we can beat them when we're playing well. We are going to be without JB this week. We already know. So that's going to be a big loss. So we'll have to step up as far as not having our young, quick puck moving defenseman, but I think we'll be all right. How do you guys feel about the Mercino game?
I feel pretty good about it overall. I'll say. I mean, we played them pretty tight this past week. Not having Lou didn't help us at all, but I think overall we get everybody there locked in, ready to go. I think it'll be a tight game.
Yeah,
at least hold their own.
I think so for sure. I think we're looking at, I want to say 13 or 14 on Sunday, so we'll be able to roll
Tucci's going to be healthy scratched.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have the eligibility to play for us in the playoffs. He only has two games played, so I think you got to have. I think it's 6. I want to say
6.
So yeah, unfortunately, Tooch will be back on the bench. We expect him to be to dress to the nines, which I guess should go without saying. Coaches, it's the playoffs, so we're looking to spiff it up a little bit. I remember the one year that John didn't skate in the playoffs. He came in a full ass suit and tie and was
had a solid shirt.
Yeah, solid, chirped the shit out of the other team from the bench with a shirt and tie. So that's what we're looking for. Maybe not so much the chirps, because I don't know how good of chirpers our coaches are, but definitely the more of the shirt and tie route.
Tavis is going to be running. He's going to be in the running for chirp of the year.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he will be. Well, no, he won't be.
No,
anonymous.
Anonymous.
An anonymous voicemail caller. Yeah, will be in the running. All right, let me ask you guys this. What do you think we have the better chance of going to the finals in, B1 or B2? Not necessarily winning, but going to the championship.
B1, hands down.
B1.
I think probably B1. I think the first round is probably pretty similar, but I think we probably have a little bit better chance beating Center Rhode than we do beating GB Surgical. I think GB Surgical is good. We definitely can beat them, and we have beat them, and the games we have beat them have been close, but I think we have a better chance of winning 2 in a row in B1 than we do B2. Not that I don't think we can do it neither.
Yeah.
I definitely think we can. I would put our chances at like 70-75% in B1, and then maybe more like 45-50% in B2. That's kind of where I'm leaning.
Yeah, I think it's a toss up with Mercino.
Yeah, probably. All right. What do I got next on here? So no barn recap this week. Obviously, for those of you that live in Michigan, we had freezing rain all day Monday, and so we didn't play at the barn. We did receive an email, however, so the games that were supposed to be played this Monday will be played next Monday, which means the playoffs are only going to be 4 teams instead of the original we thought 5. So the 5th place team will not make the playoffs, and I believe the last time I checked the standings, the Gooney Tunes white team is currently tied for 4th with Whiskey Deeks.
That is true.
Okay, so you guys play. Who do you guys play this coming Monday?
FMC.
Oh, so you guys play FMC, and we actually play Whiskey Deeks.
Yep, we're gonna need some help.
So you need us. You need us to win.
Well.
Okay, so I guess here's my next question, Ty. Do you know what the tiebreaker would be in the event of a tie?
I actually do not. I don't think they've said what the tiebreaker is going to be, because actually, if we go by Crystal Fieldhouse standings, actually we are in last place.
Say they have that draw. They have that draw where the game got forfeited or whatever.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
I don't know how that's going to go.
Which you could argue that should be a loss.
And I mean, in a way, it kind of should have been a loss, but is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they were down 9-2 when the game got canceled. So that is one of those things where it's like, yeah, well, they're not the reason the game got canceled, but also they were losing 9-2 when it did get canceled. Yeah, I could see it going either way. Either way, it's a draw. It's a so they're you guys are both 5-10, and then they're 5-10-1, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does that sound right? Okay.
They're either 5-10-1 or 5-9-1. I'm not sure if they have a double header. No, you guys have a double header, so they got to be 5-9-1 then.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, listen, all you can do is win. All you can do is confirm destiny. You guys got to win. We'll do what we can as far as that goes. And then if that's the case, if you guys are the 4th seed and we're the 1 seed, it'll be Toon on Toon violence in the first round of the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be the one to go to if you haven't been to one yet this year. But that's a couple weeks down the line. So we'll update everybody as far as the barn playoff bracket next week when we're talking about that. So last up, not even last up. Next up, so we're gonna jump into some postseason awards. So we didn't even talk about this last week. We were literally after we stopped the recording, we were like, wow, we are at the end of the regular season. We got to start doing post-award voting and all that stuff. So we're just gonna kind of go through these one by one, kind of nominate talk amongst ourselves, nominate 3 or 4 guys, and then the voting will start as soon as this episode drops, and it'll go for 2 weeks. So the recording, the episode that's going to drop, let me see. So I want to say that's the 16th. So 2 weeks from today will be our postseason award show.
Yep.
So we'll have a couple cameos, couple guest presenters. we'll all dress up super snazzy with our Gooney Tunes tuxes. It'll be a good show. So that'll be in 2 weeks. And then just like last year, there will be a link in the description of the video in the podcast where you can click and vote for who you think should win each award. So first up, we got, these aren't the voted awards. These are just the stat totals. So we have the Rocket Richard and the Art Ross. And I think we already talked about this when we did the mid-season awards, but we're going to have a B1 and a B2 winner for each of these.
Yep.
So, and we are going to be including playoff games as far as point totals go for both of these awards.
Playoff games that count.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Playoff games. Yeah. Games that still count, games that still matter will count towards these totals. So the B1 Rocket Richard is pretty much locked up. Knack has got 18 goals and Tyler and Bobby both have 11. I don't see a 7-goal gap getting closed in the next couple of weeks. So I think Knack has probably got that on lock. The B2 team, however, I'm at 17 goals and Ty is at 16 goals. So there's a 1-goal differential between Ty and I as far as the B2 Rocket Richard. And I think you won it last year, didn't you, Ty?
Yep. I got the Rocket Richard last year. You got the Art Ross last year.
Yeah, Ross. That's right. So that'll be fun looking as far as, because I mean, these goals, they matter even more because they're playoff goals. So yeah,
exactly.
That'll be cool. And then for the Art Ross, so for the B2 team, I'm at 31, Ty is at 29. So 2 points separate Ty and I there as far as the B2 Art Ross. And then the B1 Art Ross is actually probably the best race out of the 4. There's a 2-point gap between 4 players. Knack is at 20, Ty and Bobby are both at 19, and then I am at 18. So 4 guys within 2 points of each other for the B1 Art Ross. So that'll be very, very interesting to see how that one ends up looking.
That'll be exciting too, because it's nice to see all of us getting hot right at the end here, and then it's a friendly competition. Because if we're all scoring and we're all going up, guess what? We're going to the finals, baby.
That's right. That's right. That's what I want to see, whoever wins this to end the season at like 25, 26, 27 points. That would be fucking phenomenal. So okay, so those are those 2 awards. Obviously, no voting for those, so we'll just keep track of those as the season goes. First actual voting award, we have the Lady Bing for the most gentlemanly, and I took a couple names down when I was watching through the mid-season award video. I had Mason from the B1 team, and I can't remember who else we had. But do you guys have any nominees you want to put forward for this?
I would say if from B1, I would say Conti. Conti's a pretty gentlemanly player out there.
Ooh, I like
He's got that golf etiquette on the ice.
I like that. Yeah, definitely soft-spoken. All right, Conti, we'll throw Conti in. And I think we touched on this when we did this originally, but this is going to be, all of these are going to be combined awards. So anybody from either team can be nominated, and there will be one award for both teams. That way we're not having like 40 different awards. So yeah, keep it as simple as possible for us idiots. Conti, Mace, anybody else from B1? So we got a lot of young hotheads on the B1 team. So that's kind of why I was looking more at B2 for this.
Yeah, for B2, you got to throw Poon Patty's name in there.
All right, I like that. We'll throw Poon Patty in there.
CNS needs a sub. He always steps up.
You're right.
That's true.
Right. He's always
very
there.
Gentlemanly.
Always there. I like that. Anybody else from B2?
I'd say you can throw Bice in there. Yeah.
I was gonna say Bice. So the thing about this is you normally don't have a lot of penalty minutes, but every time Bice does take a penalty, he both apologizes to the guy he took the penalty for, and he apologizes to our team for taking a penalty. So if you're gonna take penalties, that's how you should do it. So all right, so we got Mason Conti.
And he apologizes to the teammate that the penalty gets called on when it was actually him.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he took he took a tripping,
was that
no,
Phil?
That was Phil. That was Phil. And
okay,
he also, I don't think he apologized to you. I think he told you to suck it or something like that.
Yeah.
No, Phil will not
same
be
thing, right?
Yeah, Phil will not be nominated for the Lady Bing, unfortunately.
Yeah, fuck you, Phil.
All right. So we got Mason, Conti, Poon Patty, Bice for that. I think that's 4
like that.
solid.
I like doing 2 and 2 from each team.
Okay, we can do it like that. I say we obviously don't want to force guys that don't necessarily fit the criteria, but if I think 2 and 2 from each team is probably going to be fair. Next up, I don't think we're going to be able to do 2 and 2 from each team, but we have the Jack Adams. So obviously 2 announcements. This is Jack Adams is the best coach. Matucci and Tavis, I think, are our 2 main nominees. Do we have anybody else we want to nominate as far as coaches go?
I don't think so. I think that's a 2-person race.
I know we have a lot of guys that on the B1 team that kind of show up. I don't know if a lot of them do the stuff that Tucci or Tavis does as far as like water bottles, coming in, helping out, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right. So Tucci and Tavis, that will do it for that one.
I think playoff attire is going to be a big factor in that one too.
So I don't want to turn this into a playoff. I don't want to turn this into playoff voting, but there are 2 weeks left, so we will be discussing this on the pod for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
Oh boy.
All right. Next up, we got the Selkie. This is the best defensive forward. So I know in the past years we've talked a lot about back checking, coverage in the neutral zone, all that kind of stuff. So the 3 guys we talked about on the original show, and we can take one of these guys out or add some guys if you guys want, were Burkle, Ian, and Phil. How do we feel about those 3 guys?
I would say for B1 side, definitely keep it at Burkle and Ian. Those guys, the other, the 2/3 of BBC right there, they're always hardcore back checking. So I can't think of 2 better guys.
Okay. All right. And then as far as B2 goes, Tim, can you think of anybody else from B2 besides Phil?
I'm trying to think. No Embry. I don't think he's
because he didn't. I mean, he stopped playing in November. If he'd played a few more games or played later on in the season, I think so. But only having 7 games at the beginning of the year, I think, kind of hurts his, because I think he is the defending champion of this.
He won last year.
I'm gonna go through and make a list of so we can keep track.
I mean, I forced a few turnovers these last couple games.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. There was a moment. I think you came back to the bench and we were like, "You got to back check, dude." And you're like, "What do you mean?" And we're like, "You have to back check." And you're like, "No, I don't," or something like that. Reed and I were like, "No, you got to pick up a guy." And you're like, "No, I don't." What the fuck are you talking about?
Very defensive minded, right there.
All right, so nobody else from B2. We're just gonna do Burkle, Ian, Phil. I can't really think of anybody. There were a couple guys that are like, sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. But I think these 3 guys more than anybody.
I would agree.
Every game they're covering, they're back checking, they're gritty in our zone. They do a good job of getting the puck out. So.
Yeah, I don't know how much Tom back checks.
Tom back checks?
That's
news to me.
Yeah. All right. So there we go. That answers that. All right. Next up, we have the Vezina best goalie. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. It's either Lou or Sartor.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to nominate. He only subbed once. I know he subbed twice. 2 subs. I forgot about that. But first game and last game. That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, yeah. I didn't think of that.
Funny. Yeah, but I don't think 2 games qualify. Like, I'm not going to nominate Knack for his one
Brett.
game. Yeah,
sorry. Brett, you got to play 3 games.
No, you got to. No, I'll tell you what. You got to win one of the games you play. Also, both the games he lost were against Mercino.
That's a rough look.
This game and our last game were both against Mercino. Damn. I'm just not putting that together. That's fucking crazy. But okay, Lou, Sartor, we're good with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Honorary mention, Brett.
Brett and Knack, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Norris Trophy best defenseman. I have Reeder, JB, and Foley.
Yeah, those are pretty solid.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's good.
I was going to see how long the silence could go for.
I was going to say, he's waiting for it.
Listen, I'm not going to say it because if I say it, I'm an asshole.
Right.
So I'm hoping one of you assholes says it. And if you don't, I don't care. I don't fucking doesn't. It doesn't matter.
You have the points. You can put your name on there. It's going to be a vote anyway. So
yeah, I'm not going to fucking win.
Can we do 5 for this one?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Okay, let's throw Eric on the ballot too.
No, we're not fucking. You're not throwing Eric on the ballot. Fuck off. Fuck off. That was mean.
I've been a fan of Eric's all season.
Yeah, so. That was mean. What you just did there was mean.
It's his birthday, so he thinks he can talk shit.
So next up, we have the last NHL award in quotations, and then we'll get into the Gooney Awards. So the next one is the Hart Trophy, which is team MVP. So we are also doing 1 for each team for these. So we can have 3 nominees for each team. Do we want to nominate both Sartor and Lou for the B1, B2?
I think that's a given.
I think we have to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then any nominees from the B1 team. I'm not opposed to nominating Ty for the B1 team. I think
thank you.
For both
I would nominate you too.
Well, I wouldn't nominate myself for the B1 team, but that's okay. I think for both on and off ice stuff, I think Ty is a solid candidate for this as far as team MVP goes. Yep. And then my third nominee for the B1 team was going to be Bobby. He's the only guy that has made it to every game for the B1 team. Point behind Knack as far as Art Ross goes. He's works his dick off, comes to everything.
I can't argue that.
I mean,
you're right.
That was kind of my vote as far as team MVP or my nominee for team MVP. So we're good with Bobby. All right.
Yep.
All right. B2, we got Lou. Other thoughts?
Well, definitely gonna have to say you, Connor, on this one. I mean, you're leading the team in points. I'm pretty sure you haven't missed a B2 game yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there you go. So
for the record, Ty, in the 5 years I played for the Gooney Tunes, I've missed one game, and it was because I was on my deathbed with COVID.
Damn. Look at Iron Man. This man's got the Iron Man streak going.
Yeah, but yeah. All right, I appreciate that. I don't want to nominate you for both, Ty. Otherwise, I would nominate you for the B2 as well.
Garrett's having a career year.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, we can't. We can't, Tim. I didn't even want anyone. I might cut this part from the podcast. I might scrub this from the podcast. We got to have somebody else on this fucking team we can nominate, dude.
Although the only person I can think of, maybe Eric.
Tim, you're being a dick now. You're just being mean.
Well, I've been Team Eric all season.
Yeah, you've been Team Eric all season. Dude, I don't want to nominate Garrett. You guys got to give me somebody besides Garrett to nominate for this fucking award.
I'm trying to think of points wise. Who else is up there?
Reader has 15. JB has 12.
I would make a case for Reader. I mean, he's been solid for both teams overall. He's been obviously a critical part defending Norris Trophy holder from last season. I mean, he's always solid on the back end.
All right, why don't we do this? We'll do Garrett and Reader.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, we'll do Garrett and Reader. Let me add another.
Sorry, Eric, I tried.
Yeah.
You're such a piece of shit. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Big team Eric guy.
Yeah.
All right, so Sartor, Tyler, Bobby for B1, Lou, myself, Garrett, and Reader for B2. I like that. Those are some solid on team MVPs. All right, now the fun ones. The Gooney Awards. The act like you've been there for the best/worst celly of the year. I have 3 nominees that I think are all pretty solid for this. We have the Poon Patty hot hand celly, where when he scored his first goal of the year, he put his hands over the blade of his stick, like his stick was hot. And I said, Poon Patty, what are you doing? He goes, my blade is hot. We have the Garrett celly up 5 goals in front of his team, and then he got confronted by the opposing goalie after the game.
Yep.
And then we have from 2 weeks ago, we have the Tom Gritty.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty solid.
That one's pretty solid.
Can you guys think of any other cellies on either team? I don't think there were a lot of B1 cellies as far as like dumb, memorable cellies go. The boys are usually pretty tame on B1. I can't think of any other on B2 either. Can you guys think of any?
No.
I don't. No.
Yeah.
I think those are 3 solid nominees.
Okay. All right. There are 3 nominees for Act Like You've Been There. Next up is the Sue ... which is the worst excuse of the year. So funnily enough, 2 of the ones we talked about at the midseason mark, I don't know if they apply anymore. So number 1 was John, who had just missed every week, but he's been at like the last 3 or 4 games, I want to say. And then our other one was Diener, who had come to 1 game up to that point, and now he's made like 5 or 6 in a row.
And producing.
Oh, yeah, I was to say.
So I don't know I think those 2 probably still apply. Excuse me, because they did miss half the year, over half the year. I
do know we had 2 guys, which is crazy, have not play a game because they forgot their hockey equipment.
Oh, that's a good one. I forgot. So that was Jake, and who else?
God, was it a B2?
Well, no. So Embry did that last year. He didn't.
Yeah,
I
think it was just Jake this year. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I forgot about that, Tim.
Yeah.
Forgot equipment. Okay. And then the other one we had was Eric missing for his work party. And then promising us that he was going to play the game at the work party.
Yeah, that's got to be on there.
Not playing the game at the work party.
I thought there was one.
Oh, wait, Ty.
I've got one.
Yes.
I've got one.
Hold on. You might not be thinking, okay, so we're going to take John and Diener off this because otherwise we're going to have 6 nominees, and they did end up coming to a lot of games. So we'll take both of them off.
So the one that I was going to say is a 2 for Cody and Porter, and that's the Snappers game over at 9:45 p.m.
That wasn't even the one that wasn't even the one I was talking about, but I love that. Cody and Porter.
Movie night was the one I was.
Oh, yes.
So that was the one I was thinking of, but there's another one. Hold on. So Cody and Porter.
Oh my God, we have so many.
Over at 9:45 p.m. And then we have Lesnu for movie night.
This might be a 6-person.
What about? We forgot about this. This was just a couple weeks ago. Conti missing a game to play 27 holes at Tyrone Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too. In
All
February.
Right. In February.
Did Grappin not have a? I thought he had one this year.
No, he didn't have any bad ones. We have 5. We have 5 pretty solid ones right now.
I thought there was another good one, but maybe. Regardless.
So nothing to live up to Peloton night.
No. And I'm pretty sure that won last year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah, because Brian presented the award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We have, so those are our 5 nominees for the worst excuse. I like that. Next up, we have The Mouth, which is the best/worst chirp of the year.
Oh, God.
We have Mr. Junior Detective Bobby Temple for his voicemail TNT, where he chirped Timmy No Talent, which may have been one of the hardest we've laughed at a voicemail all year. Solid chirp. We have another anonymous voicemail user saying Tim has hands like a snake and wheels like Stephen Hawking. So unfortunately, we won't be able to give out that award because it'll go to an anonymous person. But if you left it, you'll know who you are. And then the third one I had was I don't know which one it was, but it was a Scott's Barber player before one of our games saying one of the hosts of the podcast is the worst player on the team, talking about Tim. Do you guys have any other chirps that you can think of that were good?
Eric I'm pretty sure it's Eric. He had a solid one last game, but it's not PG.
What'd he say? I don't remember what he said.
I forget who he was talking about, but he said his hands are so soft because he was touching little boys.
Oh my God. Who is he talking about?
I can't remember. I'll have to ask Eric.
We got to know. I don't know if I want to put that on the list.
Number 17. I'm pretty sure it was number 17.
Wait, he chirped a guy. We can't. I don't condone chirping guys on the team as far as this goes, but I don't know. I don't think we ever have put one of those on. It's mostly just chirping guys on our own team or other teams chirping guys on our team. I don't think we ever put a chirp on another team on here. No, you know what? So. I'm making an executive decision. That's not going on the list for a number of different reasons. Yeah.
Also, we're not doing this award next year.
We're not doing this award next year.
No.
I will say this is 3 chirps against Tim, and I think 3 of the 4 nominees last year were chirps against Tim.
So I kind of like having an all ballot of Tim chirps. So I think we just.
I don't know why I'm quiet on the ice.
You are.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Second. I think it's second to last. Yeah, second to last. We have the Wendy's special for the biggest beef. I have nominated myself for my beef from last week for eating the dasher. We have Craig. We put him on here. I don't remember what it was for, but I think he went like full speed into the corner. Not when he hurt himself. No. Not when he hurt himself. It was a different time. I don't remember the exact one, but I'm like 99% sure he went full speed. Like kind of like was like trying to stop and control it. And, like couldn't just slammed into the boards. I have Poon Patty when he fell off the bench before warmups.
Ooh, I got one.
And then I have, he fell off the bench before warmups. And then I have Reader when he got dangled so hard he broke the blade of his skate and then tried to skate on the broken blade.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad. I got one.
Okay.
When Phil fell into the penalty box. When
yes. Yes. Thank you. Okay. All right. So we got 5. Those are 5 good ones too.
They really are.
I don't know if any of them will ever top the dropping the water bodies and the puckies, but I will say if Poon Patty goes back to back, I think we're gonna have to get Jacob Bardowski back on here to chirp Poon Patty again.
Yeah.
And That one was so good because you just see in the camera, it actually turns and zooms.
It's because right because it was the motion detecting camera was watching. It was during the handshake line, and Poon Patty skates out, and then at the exact second it happens, it turns and he just beefs it, and the shit goes everywhere, dude.
It was even better was there's two teams on the ice.
Oh, dude, it was so good. It was so good. The fact that our intro video is literally 90% Poon Patty shit. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny.
I don't think anything's ever going to top that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Pre-game, like the Zamboni hadn't even come out yet. And he just laid there because he didn't know what to do. And the goalie or one of the teams like skated and was like, "Yeah, all right, bud." So good. So good. All right. Five solid nominees for that one too. And then all right, last but not least, we have the Doug Glad Award for Biggest Goon. I'm gonna nominate Reader, defending champion. I think he don't know if he had a huge Goonie year this year. I'm also gonna nominate fake tough guy Knack. Yeah, I think he deserves to be at least a nominee for this award. And then the only two guys on the team that got a 10-minute misconduct for roughing, I'm nominating Foles and I'm nominating Tim.
Fake tough guy Tim.
Well, yeah, fake tough guy. But to be fair, Knack didn't get a 10-minute misconduct for roughing for like fighting or whatever the fuck Tim got his misconduct for. So,
yeah, that's a good point.
Anybody else you guys can think of for the biggest goon?
I think that's a solid list. I mean,
I thought there was more guys on the B1.
I can't really
we're at 5 nominees right now.
4. I got Tim, Reader, Knack, and Foley.
I thought there was a little scrap in front of the net. It wasn't Knack.
No, it was Foley.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it was the same night you got yours. We had refs that were just giving out 10-minute misconduct. They were fucking candy. And yeah, Foley got one. Yeah, Foley got one.
Oh yeah, that was the night that Dependable left the ice early. We got our win.
Yeah. Yes. So all right, 4 solid nominees for that. All right, I think we're good. Like I said, beautiful. I will upload these in the Google thing, and you guys can vote starting right now for 2 weeks. The voting will be open for 2 weeks, and then we'll close it, and we'll have our award winners at our postseason award show. All right. We got some streaks to do. We're going streaking.
Ooh.
I know. So I fucked up. I thought I picked Diener on the bench on Sunday night. So when Diener scored, I was celebrating. And then I got home and looked at who I actually had, and Mason, who I gave an incredible cross crease one-timer pass to, and the goalie made the save of the fucking season with a 2-pad stack on him. Oh, dude, I was so pissed. I was pissed then because I wanted Mason to get a goal, but I'm even more pissed now because it basically ruined my Gooney Streak chances this year. Yeah, the only chance I have is if one of the teams wins their first playoff game and Tim goes 0 for 2 the next 2 weeks and I go 2 for 2. Otherwise, we're pretty much donezo. I'll be buying you boys some pizzas and some beers.
Ooh.
Yeah, and if Garrett doesn't, if he gets it wrong, I get this next one right.
Hey, Tim, guess what?
Oh boy.
No.
I'm gonna check right now, but as of 8:55, I haven't gotten a text for a Gooney Streak from Garrett yet.
Man,
so unfortunately, Garrett does not have a pick this week, so he cannot get a point this week. So, Tim, you're up first. Who you got?
Have I picked Eric yet?
You have not picked Eric yet.
I'm going to say he's going to play forward.
I say.
I think he probably is the way it's looking.
Yep. I got to go with Eric. I've been Team Eric all season long. Haven't said a bad thing about him all year. So
true. You gave him a glowing grade on your Gooney grade.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice. Very good. Eric. All right. Ty, what about you? You're Ty at this point. You're just tacking on
cruising
on top of well, no, because you can't. Yeah, you can't lose. Because even if Tim went 3 for 3 and you went 0 for 3, you would still have the longest streak tiebreaker. So, yeah, Ty has wrapped up the championship for the Gooney Streak.
Well, we'd be tied for the longest streak.
Oh, that's true. You would be tied for the longest streak. Holy shit, you're right, Tim. Wait a minute. And we don't have another tiebreaker. I don't know what we would do in that case. So you're right. It's not locked up. My bad. You're right. Fuck. Okay. So Ty, this pick does matter for you.
It does. Kind of changes things up a little bit.
John Hagan.
No voice in my head. You know what? Give me my line mate and the guy who got me back on the point train. Give me Tom McQueen.
Ooh, good pick, Ty. Good pick.
Yeah.
Good pick.
He got my mini streak started.
Yeah, he did.
That's true.
Oh boy. Who am I gonna take? You know what? I think this guy's gonna step up in the playoffs. He had a hat trick last game against Dependable. Something's going right. Give me Knacker.
Solid pick.
Choice.
Give me Knack Attack. I gotta get on the board. We gotta get something going. And yeah, like I said, unfortunately, no pick for Garrett.
That's tragic.
I mean, you hate to see it, but rules are rules. If you're not here, and I just want to, for the record, if he comes in after this segment ends, this pick does not count.
He had an extra day.
He had an extra day.
That's true.
I mean, this isn't the first time he's missed the pot. You always text me, and I never text you guys reminders for your picks.
That is true.
I've never texted anybody. It's on you to remember to send me their picks. We talked about that at the beginning of the year. So Garrett, suck it.
You done fucked up.
Yep.
All right. That's it for that part of the show. We do have a voicemail this week, boys.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah, nice little voicemail, and it's actually from Garrett, believe it or not.
Jesus.
I know. So I'm actually a little nervous for this. I'll be honest with you.
what if it's a streak pick?
It won't count. If it's a streak pick, it doesn't count. We just talked about that. If it's I don't know, because he did send it in before we recorded. Ruling. We're gonna do it. We'll do a ruling right now. We need 2/3 majority. If this is a streak pick, does it count?
I say it counts.
Okay. I say it counts too. He did send the voicemail before the segment was recorded.
Yeah.
So okay. All right. So here is it's gonna be so funny. This is a fucking streak pick. Holy shit, dude. All right, here we go. Garrett's voicemail. Oh goddamn, I gotta reload this. This happens every fucking time I do this.
Classic. Episode 56.
Dude,
Still learning.
It's your captain, Garrett speaking. I just wanted to say sorry I couldn't make the game Sunday. Sorry I couldn't make the pod this week. But I did watch the game, and I just gotta say, Eric and Tim, just so impressive. You guys played awesome. Eric, I think you're gonna play forward from now on. And who knows, maybe we can get Grappin to play wing and get the old Cumrag line back. Go Navy.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
That is so crazy. Garrett would say that.
Oh
yeah, I can't believe
my
you'd say
God.
that.
Listen, I don't know if that was Garrett. It didn't really sound like Garrett, but
Maybe he had a cold from the LA snow.
yeah, he
That's
may
true.
have. Yeah, may got a little congested, a little stuffy. Yikes.
Say if that's the case, I think he owes Detective Bobby an apology for ragging on him for saying
Yeah.
for searching into the Army Navy bet.
Yeah, I think he does too.
And if Garrett was here, he could defend himself.
Also,
That's
for the
true.
record, I don't think the Cumrag line's getting back together, Tim. I don't think. I think Grappin's gonna have to play defense this week since we don't have JP.
Oh, I think Garrett was just tossing that out.
Oh, just tossing it out as
yeah,
a suggestion. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So yeah, thanks to Garrett for leaving that voicemail. That was great. And it wasn't a pick, so we're so good.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Idiot Garrett pointing at you. All right, boys. You guys have anything else before we get to the end of the show?
Hit me with
I'm
that
ready.
hypothetical.
I'm ready for some. I'm ready for some playoffs. All right. Here's the hypothetical for you boys. Would you rather always have to wipe your significant other's ass after they shit, or always have your significant other wipe your ass after you shit?
Second one. That's
Yeah,
no
definitely
brainer.
second one.
That's what?
Definitely second one.
Oh wait, no way, dude. When you guys
You would rather wipe their ass?
dude, sometimes when I destroy a toilet, I don't want anyone in the same building as me, let alone
That's not a
wiping
you
my ass.
problem.
Yes, it is. I had to look at that person in the eyes after they're done with that.
So okay, roles are reversed. They destroy the toilet. And
Yeah,
now
but
you
I don't.
have
Yeah,
to
but
go
yeah, but
home.
I don't care about that. That's not going to bother me, because I was like, girls don't really poop that much, so it's like whatever. But like when I destroy, like if I eat like my post Taco Bell shits, no one should be in the same zip code as me, let alone wiping my ass.
For the record, one of the jobs I had at Sanus was cleaning bathrooms and stuff with the whole like power washer type thing.
Uh-huh.
Girls' bathrooms are 10 times worse than guys.
Oh no, I would imagine because of like the hair and shit. Like I'm not worried about. I'm not that worried. I don't know if I could look another human being in the eyes if they've wiped my ass.
You would make a very good medieval king.
For sure. Not.
Yeah.
Damn, you got me, Ty. You got me with that one. Fuck. Nailed me. You guys seriously wouldn't have a problem if your significant other shit wiped your ass every time you shit.
It's not ideal. I didn't say I wanted it, but yeah.
I can't believe
you. Two choices.
I can't believe you guys are choosing that one. I thought it was going to be a clean sweep for the one on my side.
I don't want to wipe another human's ass, bro.
But I don't want someone wiping my ass.
Like I said, you want to make a good medieval king.
No.
Tim and I were sitting right on that throne right now.
Yeah, but it's not like some servant who's doing it. It's the person. It's like your significant other, like the person you spend the majority of your time with, who you hopefully are having sex with or whatever. Like, yeah, that's the person you want wiping your ass after they come into the bathroom when it smells like God knows what. Oh, after you take a dirty diarrhea, you want your wife to wipe your ass? Come on, boys. Come on. Really? Man. You guys are two
options. You're killing me, dog.
Oh, I can't believe you guys are sticking with this. This is disgusting.
Give me that king shit cake.
I just got an alert on my phone. I thought it was Garrett, but it was my bitch ass brother Ben.
Fucking Ben.
Who I don't know. Did we talk about this on the show? So a couple of weeks ago, Tim had the hypothetical about who would win a fight, me or Ben or Garrett or Roman. And Ben had not listened to the podcast for like 2 months. Like I talked to him like 3 times a week. He did not listen to the podcast. Just like didn't want to, whatever. Fuck him. And then Thursday afternoon, I'm driving, getting ready to go up to St. Innes, and he texts me and he goes, "Hey, by the way, fuck you. For the first time in 2 months, I listened to the pod and I was getting absolutely roasted for no reason." And his comment about that hypothetical was all he would have to do is dodge punches for 30 seconds and let those two fat asses tire themselves out. Which I responded, that's a pretty good strategy because that is exactly what those two fat asses would do.
Yeah. Defense will turn into offense for you guys
really quickly.
Yeah.
Really quickly. So shout out Ben. And also fuck you, Garrett.
Yeah.
All right. Well, solid. I mean, I'm going to look at you guys differently now from now on, by the way. Just know that.
Can't wait to shower with you. Can't wait to shower with you after the game on Sunday.
I'll see you in the shower on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. You guys got anything else?
I got nothing.
No, I look forward to the playoff games. It's playoff time, baby.
Right. So yeah, 5:45 B1, 6:45 B2. If you want to come up, hang out, say hi to the boys, watch a couple solid playoff games, and see if we can get a little something going. You guys can't really tell because my computer's shitty, but I started my luscious playoff beard, so I'll have that going for the playoffs. I do it every year, and it gets worse and worse every year. Yeah. So
I do ask for anybody that's coming up to watch, no autographs an hour before the game.
And if we lose, no autographs after the game. I'm not signing shit if we lose. So
great rule.
It just is what it is. Tim, I think you might have a different policy, but have you changed are you still $5 an autograph, Tim?
Inflation, I'm up to $7.
Oh shit, $7 an autograph. What are you gonna do if you hit 10 points? Is it gonna go up to 10?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
But I mean, I might give them a playoff special.
Playoff discount?
Yeah.
2 for the price of 1 or something like that?
Yeah.
Gentleman and a scholar. Tim
Absolutely.
Lewis.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Chicks generally have 2 tits, so 2 for the price of 1.
Oh my God.
Gentleman and a scholar right there.
I didn't need this show to end with me picturing signing some woman's tits. I didn't need that. That's gonna be the cold open, by the way.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the cold open. God damn it. All right. Thanks everybody for watching, for listening, for liking, for subscribing. We appreciate everybody. We love you guys. And especially this week, go Gooney Tunes.
Honk honk.
for tuning into Toon Talk. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to Gooney Tunes Hockey. And tune in next week for more Gooney Tunes content and hockey news.